The last big dollar in circulation was the Eisenhower from the 1970s. But the 1970s with the U.S. Mint was a time of inconsistency at best. The Eisenhower came out in 1971. It lasted to 1978. So why did the U.S. Mint not put an Eisenhower dollar in that first year of issues uncirculated set? Right? And then 1972, year two, and we do the same thing. Why didn't we add it to the set? Well, that changed finally in 1973, and we have a 6-year window that's an anomaly in U.S. Mint collecting. It's known as the big dollar mint sets, and we have them tonight. So the Eisenhower is the last of the big dollars. Again, 1979, Susan B. Anthony comes out. We shrink it to a quarter, make it look like a quarter. It's colored like a quarter, i.e. the same look and structure, copper nickel. And it doesn't last long, 3 years and it's out. We brought back golden dollars in the year 2000 with Sacagawea, and then presidentials in 07 to revitalize the dollar coin because it's so much more efficient than anything else. Paper's 9 months, coins are a half a century. At least, it's many, many times more. But with all that said, there's a package the government makes every year without fail. It's the oldest U.S. Mint collectible, and it's known as the uncirculated or mint set. And it has all the coins in circulation that year. Philadelphia and Denver and San Francisco, if San Francisco struck any coins, earlier years they did, included. So that way if you were on the East Coast, east of the Mississippi, and you needed Denver coins, you could buy the mint set and get both, and vice versa. But we still have that dilemma as to why the Eisenhower, which was made from 71 to 78, only has 6 years, not 8 years, of uncirculated sets with the Eisenhower dollar in it. And they, again, are the only 6 sets in the history of the United States dating back to 1947 that have the jumbo status. It's just special. Now, the other nickname of these is the white envelope sets. When San Francisco came into being in 1968 as a U.S. Mint facility for collectors, making the uncirculated sets and the mint sets, same, and then the proof sets, right? We had all of it going together. They packaged them all the same. That design change, going from the white envelope, didn't happen until 1984. That's when the multicolored envelopes were added, making it a unique collectible every year by packaging also. But these sets are known because of the dollars included, the big dollars included. A Philadelphia and a Denver for each of the years. Now, 1975 and 1976 were the bicentennial coins. So the quarter, the half dollar, and the dollar had a special reverse, dual date on the obverse. The quarters and half dollars, you can't tell a 75 versus a 76. But an Eisenhower, you can. You're going to notice the 75 set has very flat lettering on the back. You're looking at it right here. Very flat lettering. And then the 1976 on the back of the Eisenhower, very crisp lettering. So you can look at the dollars and tell what year they were made versus the other two, which you can't. Just inside of the series, they call them type 1 and type 2 of the design. There you go. Very flat like crayons on the back of the coin versus the 76 edition, which is more like a pen. Right? Good stuff. Anybody zoomed in on that price and just can't stop looking at it? $79.95, everyone. My competition sells the $12 that are in these sets. A P and a D for each year. So 6 years times 2 is 12. They sell the dollars in uncirculated condition, which come from these sets, at $184. By buying the actual sets, you get the cents, the nickels, the dimes, and the quarters on top of it. And tonight we're $100 less and we're giving you more. That's why uncirculated sets are just one of the hidden secrets, gems in collecting. They're usually the finer struck coins as well, because they're struck and then put into special packaging versus dumped into these large tumblers. Now, my competition also has these 6 sets. They have them available individually, then they have it available for a discount if you buy all 6. If you buy them individually, they're at $221, which makes common sense, right? Because the dollars alone cut out of these were 184, and we have to account for the cent, nickel, dime, quarter, half, right? If you buy the 6 envelope set, like you see it here on your screen, they have it available at $199. At that number, we're $120 less. It's one of the greater values in the marketplace today, and that is uncirculated sets. And everybody forgets what's in the sets. I mean, the half dollars, the 1973 P&D Kennedy, the 1974 P&D Kennedy, the 75-76, which is the bicentennials, and then you get the 77 and the 78. So there are 12 Kennedys, but there are really only 10 different. The 75 and 76 double up on the half dollar. They're the same. They want over $100 just for the Kennedys. Guys, give us a 30-second clock, please. So whenever we can bring these together, whenever we can bring them out, we have them. We want to talk about them. It's one of the true secrets in collecting. If you want to get a newbie, a youngin' involved, or it doesn't have to be a youngin' to be involved in collecting for the first time, what a great way to start by getting the sets that have them all. They're known as uncirculated sets. Again, they date back to 47, still make them today, 3/4 of a century later. But during that 3/4 of a century, only 6 of them look like this. And that is the big jumbo Eisenhower in them. Susan B. Anthony's are little, Sacagaweas are little, presidential dollars are little. They don't even put the innovation dollars in uncirculated sets. And go figure. So again, they're here and they're priced perfectly.